Korean leaders take historic steps toward possible accord. A few steps by the leaders of North and South Korea Friday became the symbolic strides toward peace that the world thought may never happen. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un made history by crossing over the world's most heavily armed border to greet his rival, South Korean President Moon Jae-in, for talks on North Korea's nuclear weapons. Kim then invited Moon to cross briefly north with him before they returned to the southern side. The two Koreas have been at bitter ends of a long-running rivalry since the US-Korean War that left the peninsula divided. It was all smiles Friday as Moon grasped Kim's hand and led him along an blindingly red carpet into South Korean territory, where school children placed flowers around their necks and an honor guard stood at attention for inspection. Beyond the surface, however, it's still not clear whether the leaders can make any progress in closed-door talks on the nuclear issue, which has bedeviled US and South Korean officials for decades. North Korea's nuclear and missile tests last year likely put it on the threshold of becoming a legitimate nuclear power. North Korea claims it has already risen to that level. Kim's news agency said that the leader would open-heartedly discuss with Moon all the issues arising in improving inter-Korean relations and achieving peace, prosperity and reunification of the Korean peninsula in a historic summit. It's the first time one of the ruling Kim leaders has crossed over to the southern side of the demilitarized zone since the Korean War ended in 1953. The greeting of the two leaders was planned to the last detail. Thousands of journalists were kept in a huge conference center well away from the summit, except for a small group of tightly controlled pool reporters at the border. Moon stood near the Korea's dividing line, moving forward the moment he glimpsed Kim appearing in front of a building on the northern side. They shook hands with the border line between them. Moon then invited Kim to cross into the south, Kim invited Moon into the north, and they then took a ceremonial photo facing the north and then another photo facing the south. Two fifth-grade students from the Zongdong Elementary School, the only South Korean school within the DMZ, greeted the leaders and gave them flowers. Kim and Moon then saluted an honor guard and military band, and Moon introduced Kim to South Korean government officials. Kim returned the favor with the North Korean officials accompanying him. They were to take a photo inside the Peace House, where the summit was to take place, in front of a painting of South Korea's Bukhae Mountain, which towers over the South Korean Blue House presidential mansion.